July 7th through 12th, several youth from our cluster, who were involved in a 10-day program called the Tree of Life, came back with their youth friends to teach, to help to run children's classes, and to do junior youth animation. Here's their story.
I learned while I was at the training that it's a social economic project, that we're really doing this service and it's not explicitly Baha'i. So going into that mindset, like we should, if someone asks about the Baha'i faith, give them an explanation, and if they seem interested, then maybe do more.
I've been saying the words, the children's classes, are the spiritual root in the community. But we've been teaching children's classes, but just being in the community these last 3 weeks, I feel it. I understand at a different level what that means. And also, we've always talked about the Baha'i faith is building a new world order and a social structure from the grassroots up. But this is the first time that I've experienced what that really means, in my heart. And it's just opened up like a whole new world.
Work together.
Yeah, and so that's important, the collaboration, because the family is the most important teacher of the kids, the most important. So we work closely together, then we can help better. So, and then the content, maybe to.
At first, although I've taken Spanish, I thought I was going to speak horrible Spanish.
Yes, it's true. His Spanish is horrible, but he thrived.
So, but once I was inside once I answered the door, for some reason, when I was speaking it just came out, and I was really easy to talk.
Did you enjoy being with the kids?
Yeah, I enjoyed being with the kids. It's fun. They're although they're but not. It's hard to explain for me. They're so full of energy. Even if I'm really really tired, when they come around me, it's I have all this energy that's coming. It's the energy from eating coffee. It's better than coffee.
To be a spring, be an ever-flowing thing. It is true that if you do, God will always be with you. Search your heart every day. Is there something you give away? It is true that if you do, God will always be with you.
Everyone to give and to be generous
are attributes of mine. Well, is it with him? That adorneth himself
with my virtues.
Alright, you're going to say it again, okay?
Okay, I'm going to memorize it.
To give and to be generous are attributes.
I'm Sohaj Rafi, and I'm from Fresno, California.
My name is Armando Troche. I'm from Antioch, and fortunately I've had the good blessing of being involved with the Tree of Life for the past 3 years.
Really just showed me that we're just more of, that we're Baha'is and this is what we do, not what we believe. And that line really caught my attention. So it's been a very nice experience. I'm going to take all the learnings back to my cluster.
How it's evolved. And I was just telling Ben downstairs because he had asked me about what is my Tree of Life experience been like. So the first year it only took place in one cluster. There was only 20 participants, and the activities that came out of it was one children's class, one junior youth group. This is its third year, and it involves, I would say, at least 4 clusters. It has 40 participants, and the number of core activities that have sprouted out of it is, there's already one new children's class, one junior youth group here in Sonoma, but in addition to all the activities happening in Sacramento, Yolo County, and where was the other place? Fresno?
Not Fresno, Fremont.
Fremont, there you go. The community has seen potential youth getting caught up in gangs, that there's a stronger need. Do you think that had any part to play with it?
Yeah, because they have had some problems in the past in that community, so they have that experience. But I think also these families are very dedicated, committed to their children and raising the children with these virtues. And they have, they're spiritual, very deep in spiritual.
I definitely agree with that.
Foundation.
These are some of the most polite and well-mannered kids I've ever worked with. Ever. They say thank you, they say please without even needing for us to
Such
tell
a
them.
large group, right?
Yeah.
Large group. I mean, that's incredible, really. I haven't seen it before.
Yeah.
And I've already warned a few people who live here, but might sound a bit offensive, but if this class doesn't keep running, and if you guys don't keep up with it, I might have to hunt you down.
How's the Baha'i faith like ping pong?
It never ends. It never ends.
In a conversation. You give and take. You give and take.
All right, there you go.
Comfortable because I was talking with the people and I was the only Spanish speaker, so that was so cool because I talk with all the mothers and I see little babies and the kids in all the street.
The program was about to get started when the youth got here, and they were setting up, and it was the moment of truth was arising. The moment of truth at the orchard of truth.
Yeah, right.
How many were going to come? Really, it's like you never really know.
Yeah.
And I figured we had probably 4 or 5 solid prospects.
Yeah, maybe
So
10. That was like
I
hoping
figured
10 or
that-
11. Coming to 12 maybe the
And all of a sudden, it was like they're coming out of everywhere, and kids we hadn't even met.
And we hadn't knocked at the doors. We hadn't reminded them. We hadn't gone to
right.
pick them up. We're at the site. We're even at the site. We're somewhere else walking towards it, and they're just coming up to us, and they just kept coming and coming and coming and coming. It was like over 25 kids the first day.
I was all trying to get their attention back. I'm like, and then, they jump back and they're still like in the ocean drowning and the shark's still going after them. I'm like, guys.
It's very sweet because you see some of them are like, a little too short, so they grab each other's like hands and everything. Everyone's like, stop, thank you. It's very nice.
What was nice though is to see some of the people in the neighborhood coming around, see what we're doing.
They're all peeking through.
I was born here in San Francisco. My family's coming from Iran. I'm the first Baha'i in my entire family.
You are?
Then I met Niaz, and then after I met Niaz, I became a Baha'i. And now I'm going to children's classes, I'm doing junior youth. I'm going all over the place, and it's like, now
Do you
I'm not, I have,
Do you remember that feeling of being bored or not even that?
I just broke it. Turn it on.
no, when I was a Baha'i, when I'm going all over these places, I don't have time to be bored. There's no time.
It was definitely worth going to, and I learned things that I knew I wouldn't learn from anywhere else.
Yeah.
It was actually went very smoothly, and they worked at a very good pace for everyone, so everyone really enjoyed it.